How you been?
I've been good. I've been good. Um, what is it now? 2022. So the pandemic was not a bad year for me. Like I know a lot of people, their mental health was not doing well and all that, but I was, 2017, 2018, 2019, I was moving around a lot. So like I had already kind of decided like end of the year 2019, I was already like, all right, I'm gonna like kind of like settle down and spend more time in LA because I'm from here, but I traveled so much. I never felt like I got to uh, like me. Even like I don't feel like I have a community here. I just like have my parents and some close friends, but I never felt like I really got to like lock in with the community in LA. So as soon as the pandemic happened, everyone's like, "Oh, there's gonna be a lockdown." I was like, "Cool." And then even like the whole year, I was with my girl. Like it was totally fine. And then 2021 was the same. It was more like quiet. I didn't really travel, stayed home, chilled. I was able to like lock in more, like in terms of like work stuff. And yeah, now this year I'm like slowly moving again. But you know, I've been good. To answer your question, I've been good. I don't know. I think so. The first time I traveled was when I was in college. Like a friend of mine asked me to go to Chicago. My parents gave me a check for like $300 to buy books, and I bought a ticket to Chicago for 250. And then I think since then, like I just started like going. It's just fun, you know. You get this rush, like you're somewhere new, you meet people, you have fun, you come home, and then you're like, all right, like let's do it again. Like where else are we gonna go to? So I don't know if I ever like got into it like that. It just kind of like happened, and then all of a sudden, like 4 years passed, and I've like been around the world. I'll be the first to say that I've had a very, very privileged, like easy life. I don't take it for granted. It's something I'm thankful for every day. But I'm like, my life's been, I don't know if easy is the right word, but I'll say easy, right? I come from a two-parent household, no divorce, mom and dad. I have a little brother, lived in the same house. They took me to school every morning, picked me up from school, put me in all these extracurricular activities. Um, Always food on the table. Like we weren't rich, but we were just like middle class. Like I was so privileged. So I've always felt like I'm not guilty. Guilty is not the right word, but I almost feel like guilty because I meet people all the time that are like have gone through shit, hurting, or like, you know, like there's like a lot of things that are out of people's controls in their lives that brings them trauma, and I just don't have that. I mean, I almost feel okay, so if I'm going through like tough times or something bad happens, I almost feel like I have no right to even like complain. And it's just like that classic saying where people are like, oh, someone else out there has it worse. But for me, I'm like, no, like I really do have it pretty good. So no matter what happens to me that's bad, someone out there really has it worse. And like I'm in no place to complain about anything, and I'm just gonna have to like deal with it. I think I've been too blessed to like complain, I'd say. And yeah, I don't know like where to, I haven't figured out yet what to do with this, but I'm at least aware, I'm fully aware that I'm like privileged, for lack of a better word, and blessed. If I told you about the toughest thing or the saddest thing that's ever happened to me, it would be like my dog died like 5 years ago. Like I'm even like ashamed to be sitting here like acting like I have stuff to say. You know what I mean? Like I almost have like I got nothing to say. Like I feel like my place is maybe to listen, right? Like you've been through stuff, cool. Like let me hear what you've been through. Like I care. Like I have the capacity to like uh hear you out and take in what you're saying and be there for you. I mean, they definitely raised me well. Like I'm not gonna say I didn't get it from my parents, right? I mean, I think everybody gets everything they have, most of what they have from their parents or whoever raised them. So Yeah, I guess I would. I think I would say it's like, it's like that old psychological debate, nature versus nurture, right? So I think like on the one end, I think I was born like this. I'm just like a happy guy. I don't really get mad. I'm very positive and show love. And then I think in addition to that, I was raised in a household with nothing but like love and positivity and support. So this is the result. My parents are immigrant parents. They're from Indonesia. They came here for college, met at church, and then got married, stayed here. But I think over the years, I was maybe like during like middle school, high school, I've always been open with them. And as much as they're like, like how Asian parents are like, I want my kid to be a doctor, lawyer, engineer. I think they understood pretty early on that that wasn't going to be me. And they were like super cool with that. So everything I've ever done, even though it's been crazy, they've always been supportive. And then it's carried over the same thing with my brother. They're very supportive. So I would say like they're fully immigrant parents. They have all the like, I'm sure we could go on forever in this conversation about like immigrant parent things. So they have all that, but I think I'm lucky enough that we've had a very open dialogue and very good relationship. So they've always been supportive. I literally grew up, like I said, I grew up watching them work their ass off every day. But I think if I had to say like one of my flaws personally, as not just as an entrepreneur, but as a person, is I'm lazy. So like I would say I wish I got more of the work ethic from like my dad, because he works hard. And I have a little brother, he works fucking hard too. I'm sure he got his work ethic from my dad. I grew up watching the same thing my little brother did, but I don't have that. So I'm trying to have a better work ethic. There's a lot of people around me I can look at for that, but I think it just goes back to, like I said, one of my character flaws as a person is I'm lazy. So it's not that I didn't get it from them. They did all they could to give it to me. I just haven't received it yet. And that's not to say I don't work hard. Like I woke up this morning. What time did I wake up? I was up at 8 a.m. and I'm here now. I have a couple more things to do after this when I get home. So I still work like full hour days. I'm just more saying like, like I'm sure we all know like entrepreneurs, or like with successful, like say a company with like 10, 20, 30, 50, 100 employees. And I'm sure we all know like, or are friends with the boss or someone at the top of that. And we can see how hard they work. And like, I see that and I'm like, it's so admirable, but it's like, that's not what I want to do. It's just like when I watch a superhero movie, I'm like, yeah, Batman's cool, Superman's cool. I would never in a million years want to be Batman or Superman, but I'm down to be like Batman or Superman's friend. It's like every day's a different story, right? It's like a roller coaster. One day I'll literally feel like, yo, I'm good. Like I'm gonna retire in 5 years, and yeah, like you feel on top of the world one day, and then like literally like maybe even like not even day, maybe even like 6-7 hours later, like a couple things happen, or like your mind wanders in a different direction, and you'll just be like, damn, like shit, should I get a job? Like I have friends out there working corporate jobs, or not even corporate jobs. I have friends that work good jobs. They have fun. They have a good life work balance, and they have a really good salary that comes in every 2 weeks. So I would say like overall, like I wouldn't have it any other way. This is what I've chosen and this is what I love to do. But I would say it's a roller coaster. I don't know what I want out of it yet. It's more like, like I said, I'm addicted to this, and it's so fun to me, and this is what I love to do. This is just what I'm gonna do. Like it's hard for me to set an end goal, right? Because even if you have an end goal and you reach the end goal, you're gonna set another goal. So there's no, like, this is like the corniest thing to say, but the journey is the destination for me, right? I'm having like a blast, and I guess my goal is like, I wanna continue having a blast. And obviously like part of that is like, if you have more money, more expendable income, more time, you can have more fun. So I'll say like, that's my goal. I just want to have fun and have a good time. But in order to have fun and have a good time, you need time and you need money. So I'm chasing money in a way where I'll still have time to use the money to enjoy my life. I think I've always been very close to my brother, as in he's someone I love and care about, but we don't necessarily like we're not like together every day talking about like our feelings and shit like that. But like, I would say like through this process of working with him and like viewing what he's done, it almost feels like it's like all the failures and mistakes I've made in the last 4 or 5 years. It's like I like tried and then I'm like back down here, and then it's like he's giving me like a second wave. So he's like picking up where I left off, and I'm like, yo, like, and like I was saying earlier, I don't want to be in the leadership position or on top. So I'm like, bro, I'll support you. I would say in the last like what 6 months, like it's almost like he's my little brother, but he's almost become my older brother in the weirdest way possible. Like I'm like learning from him without like, it's not like he's sitting there teaching me lessons, but I'm saying like just by like being around him more and watching him, I'm like learning. He's like so much more mature than me, works harder than me, and like has so many like better habits than me. I almost feel like I'm like, oh shit, maybe these are the things I was supposed to teach him. But instead here I am learning that from my little brother. But yes, I would say like that's how the relationship is. It's dope. Like it's almost like I have a mentor. I wouldn't say mentor. I have like it's like I have someone I look up to and like I'm learning a lot from a business and life standpoint, and it just happens to be my little brother. It's like you know, they say God is a funny, God has a sense of humor, and I think this is like the weirdest thing he could have done in my life. The most unexpected and weird thing, but it's dope. I think there's definitely a good 30-second snippet in there somewhere, right?
Yeah, 100%. And hey, you walked into here like, fuck, what am I gonna say? But you had so much to say.
Yeah, you're right. No, I did. I guess I did have a lot to say.